And so you can easily find yourself, your mind, an idol because like this is really different. This is unknown. This is uncertainty. And there's a lot of time on our hands. And if you don't use it effectively, you can find your mindset in a whole different area. And so God says, I've given you the sound mind so that I can protect you from all of the things from this world. What's up, everybody? So I don't know if you've been like me, but I have been on a spiritual and emotional roller coaster over these last few days. One moment I'm like, yo, bro, I'm good. I can handle this. And then the next moment I'm like, yo, I need to get to a retail store. I need to get out of these four walls. I need to do something other than this house, right? And so just like many of us over these last few weeks, we have been inundated with information and news. And I found myself in a moment of discouragement. And so God really had to get me together because he had to remind me of a few things. And he took me to a very familiar scripture in 2 Timothy chapter 1, verses 7. And it kind of reads like, God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. And if you don't know the background of the scripture, I'm going to give it to you real quick. It is written by Apostle Paul. He is writing to his spiritual son, Timothy, and really providing encouragement, instruction. And Paul is sitting in prison, getting ready to be executed. And he really is like passing on his legacy to Timothy, letting him know that you are going to experience some things during this walk of faith as you continue to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. You may even experience death. But what I want you to be encouraged about is what God has given you. I want you to be reminded of the gift that you have, stir it up and everything else during this time. And so God showed me like in power, right? But God had to show me a different power. He says, I've given you power so that you can depend on me with confidence. No matter what the situation, you can depend on me with confidence. I didn't give you power so that you can memorize a couple of scriptures and think that you have authority over other people so that you can gain more titles and gain more positions, but power so that you can depend on me with confidence. And then the second thing he talks about is love. Now, love is a Greek word for agape, which is the highest form of love, right? It's something that's inconvenience to us. It's something that we give up, sacrifice, an inconvenience, interruption on behalf of other people. Like we give it up. We do something that could be inconvenience to us, but we give ourselves to other people without expecting anything in return. And agape is demonstrated so much by the people like our healthcare workers, like our grocery clerks, our transportation workers, and so many other people who go out every single day during this pandemic and sacrifice their own life to help other people. And that's what Christians are supposed to do, is demonstrate agape, to have it, to wear it, to love it, to live it, right? And it's a time to connect to other people. It's a time to pray for other people, praying more than we're posting. It's a time for us to serve more. And then the third thing he talked about, and this is where I struggle, is the sound mind. And so you can easily find yourself, your mind, an idol because like this is really different. This is unknown. This is uncertainty. And there's a lot of time on our hands. And if you don't use it effectively, you can find your mindset in a whole different area, right? And so God says, I've given you the sound mind so that I can protect you from all of the things from this world. And now we're not naive to what is going on around us, but the sound mind protects us. It renews us. It revives us, right? It keeps us in the right mindset to stay focused on God, right? And so the last thing God showed me was, he said, wherever the Spirit is, there is liberty. There's freedom. You're free from certain things. And so even from this situation, I said, God, why would you give me that scripture? Wherever the Spirit is, there is liberty. He says, I want you to be reminded that there's freedom in my spirit, right? Because it is so easy, especially during a time like this, to go back to the same things that God has delivered us from. There's so many people who are experiencing depression, suicidal thoughts, going back to the addiction. And so what God reminds you is that I freed you from those things, and I need your mind to be protected. There are some things I need you. There's going to be some times you're going to have to unplug social media. You're going to have to turn off the television, because I need your mind to be focused on me. And so what God reminded me is that give me this day my daily bread. I can't worry about tomorrow's troubles, but what I know for sure is that what God is giving me today is sufficient. He supplies all of my needs. And so I can't worry and be afraid about the future. But my now right now is I know that He's going to give me whatever I need for today. And so I want to encourage you that if you found yourself just like me in that moment of discouragement, remember that God has not given you a spirit of fear, but a power, love, and a sound mind. Peace.